Jai Sachidanand. I bow to pure soul within you, everybody. Jai Sachidanand. This is Dada Bhagwan's spiritual science. This is not any new religion. This is not sect. This is spiritual science. In this spiritual science, we have to know about universal truth, what are the reality, and in reality, we have to know about our own self, who am I. This is spiritual science, and in this spiritual science, we have to know about our own pure soul. This is not religion, this is not sect. In religion, they are explaining to do something, leave bad things, adopt good things, but we have to do. We have to do. In religion, every religion they will say do chanting, do mantra, do worship. In religion, we have to do something. All religion teachers, guru, they will, in our sect or our religion, they will explain us. We have to do some mantra, chanting mantra, do worship our God. Sometimes they say do fasting, do meditation. We have to do some rituals. But any rituals, how many rituals if we do, we cannot realize our soul. Say that part remain pending. But religions, they are developing human to higher stage. But ultimate stage, ultimate goal of human life is to attain salvation. If we do any religion, any rituals, we will charge merit karma. If we do bad things, then we will charge demerit karma. If we do good things, we will charge merit karma. And we have to come back again in new life, and whatever merit karma we have to suffer, happiness, good health, good relation, good religion, everything we will get. But still, we have to realize ourselves is remain pending. So in spiritual science, we should not leave any bad things, we should not adopt any good things, but we have to realize ourselves, who am I? To whom we say Dada Bhagwan, he got this realization in 1958. Since childhood he was searching who is the governing this universe, who is God, who am I, how the karma are charging, how to come out from charging of new karma, how to get salvation. He was thinking for that. But in 1958 he got realization about reality, about self. He experienced who am I. Not only he realized his own soul as well as about who is governing all this universe, who is the doer behind all this happening, how the charging of new karma can stop, how to get salvation, everything he got realized, and as well as he has power to give that knowledge to other people. And Dada Bhagwan has given knowledge about self, how to realize our soul. But it cannot be able to do one person individually. By grace of Dada Bhagwan, we can also realize this ourself, who am I? And that is the ultimate goal of human life. But how to realize that is a knowledge given by Dada Bhagwan. From childhood, when we take birth, people will give us name. This is your mother, this is your father, you are so and so. So we are believing that I am so and so. Whatever name given, then if we become graduate, doctor, or engineer, you are doctor, you are engineer. When we marry, then you are husband, you are wife. Like that, title is given. But really, who am I is we are not knowing. Worldly things we are knowing. This is so and so, this is so and so. How to cure, I am doctor, how to make a machine, I am engineer. But who am I is remain always unknown. And if we ask, who are you? I am so and so, I am engineer, I am Mr., I am doctor, I am so and so. Really, it is correct that we don't know. Nobody is explaining this is not correct, this is relative correct, what is reality. Nobody has given such knowledge. And here in spiritual science, we are getting that knowledge, who am I? Just for conversation, we will do what is your name, what you will say. First, Paulo. So you says, my name is Paulo. I am Paulo. Is there any, you says, my name is Paulo. Then another word we are saying, I am Paulo. Is there any contradiction between two sentences? Which is true? Which is correct? My name is Paulo. Then question arises, then who are you? Who am I? So wherever we put my word, that must be separate from I. And Dada Bhagwan says, if you want to realize self, I, then separate I and my. All belonging must be separate from I. My watch, my shirt, my specs, everything comes in my I. What comes in I? My house, my car, my business, my job. That also comes in my department. My wife, my children. What comes in I? Because I am Paulo is also name given after birth. Before birth, before given name, we were there. But we don't know who am I. So I without my is pure soul. If we separate I and my, then absolute I is his soul. That we must know how I am pure soul. In relation, it is correct. With respect to wife, your husband, with respect to father, your son, it is relative correct. What is real? All these relative are temporary adjustment. You says, I am husband, she is my wife. After divorce, I don't like this. She is not my wife, I am not his husband. So here, this is temporary. So what is permanent? You yourself is a permanent. And all this relative relation is temporary. Name is also temporary. You want to change this name, you have to pay some fee in court. They will change your name. So it is also changeable. In this body, it uses my thoughts, my speech, my hand, my leg. This all spare part also are also in my department, my intellect. Ego comes in I or my. What you will say? My ego. You are saying bad word, my ego hurt. So ego is also coming in my. So you are not ego, not intellect, not mind, not speech. So who are you? You are also not Paulo. You are pure soul. That we have to realize. And anything we want to realize, how to realize that self? So there are two parts in this body. One is pure soul and one is Paulo. Paulus is a physical part, matter. Another element is a pure soul. They are in mixture form, not in compound form. So they can be separated. And by real knowledge, we can separate soul and body complex. Just like gold, silver, copper, everything in its mixture form, in ornament. You want to separate, what to do for separation? So I will do meditation, I will chant mantra, I will worship God. No, he says, we cannot separate by ourselves. We have to go to goldsmith because he knows the property of gold, property of other element. He has experiment how to separate both the element. So here also, soul is one element, matter is other element. So Dada Bhagwan has experiment how to separate soul with other element. Because he knows the property of soul, property of other element, how they are separate, how. So by experiment, here is the Gnan ceremony. We have kept tomorrow in Gnan ceremony. We can separate soul and other element. How they are bondage? Due to wrong belief. Because while birth they are giving a name, Paulo. So you believe that I am Paulo. His mother, your son. So you are believing that I am son. Then you become graduate. So I am doctor, I am engineer. So every situation we get wrong belief. When we marry, so you are husband, she is wife. So we believe that I am husband. So wrong beliefs, slowly, each and every time we are getting. So due to wrong belief, oneness with body, speech and mind. Somebody say bad word to Paulo, you feel say, why he has insulted me? I don't want to keep relation with that person because he insulted me, blaming me. But you are, I am Paulo. Due to wrong belief, we are getting suffering. So here, that wrong belief should get fractured and you should get right belief. Who am I? So in Gnan ceremony, we are getting right belief. Paulo is not, it is correct, but it is relative correct. Really, you are Paulo? No, it is relatively. Really, you are pure soul. And it is permanent and all this relative is temporary. So we want to realize our permanent stage, who am I? In Gnan ceremony, we are getting that knowledge. In Gnan ceremony, two important knowledge we are getting. One, who am I? And one is another is who is the doer. When we get who am I am pure soul, not Paulo. Then anybody says bad word to Paulo, still you feel, oh, it is not with me. I am pure soul, I am separate. And another knowledge, who is the doer, is also very important knowledge. Because we are believing that I am doer, I can do so and so. But sometimes we cannot able to finish work or we cannot able to do, at that time we can realize whatever I was believing that I can able to do, but due to some circumstantial evidence, I cannot finish my work. So something is obstructing. So we are doer, or we are not doer. No, in the 4 o'clock we want to get up, we want to put alarm or anything. What you will do? Yeah, we have to keep alarm. One example we will take. You want to make tea. So you can able to make tea or coffee? Yes, it is very easy. Every day I am making, but with the help of any evidence is required or without help of anybody, you can able to do? What you will say?
It's easy to make tea.
It is easy to make tea.
Yeah.
But without help of wife or anybody, you can able to do?
Without help of?
Anybody.
Yes.
Yes.
If I have water.
Water, you need water.
Yeah, I have to heat the water.
Tea, stove, pot, milk, sugar. Now you can make tea here. Oh, it is not possible. Kitchen is required. So space is also required. Time is also a factor. So there are so many evidence required. Your physical body is also perfect. If it is sick or something happen, back pain, something, you cannot able to do single cup of tea. So many evidence is required. So here also we are believing that I am doer. But you are not whole and soul doer. You are one of the evidence. And so many evidence is also required. Then only you can able to make 1 cup of tea. From home you came here. So I came here by own. I was driving car, so your car is required key and tires and petrol and so many things is required. You need an address. I came here, so it is also one of the evidence. You have taken address where this program is there. So yeah, so many things is required. Then when you came enter the hall, then somebody say, oh no, you have to sit here. Okay. So why you sit here? It is also circumstantial evidence. Everywhere we will say, for any single work, so many things is required. Human cannot do single work without help of so many evidence. So really, who is the doer? So Dada Bhagwan says, scientific, circumstantial evidence are the doer. So this knowledge we are getting over here. Who is the doer? Who am I? What is the true address of God? How the karma is getting charged? How to stop charging of new karma? Everything, that knowledge can be given here. Any question anybody wants to ask, they can ask question. You want to ask any question, definitely ask. Oh, you have question? List of questions. Very good.
I'd like to know what's a fulfilling life and how to live it.
In our life, we want happiness or unhappiness. We always like happiness, no?
Yes.
So if we want happiness, then simple principle we have to follow. Give happiness to others, then you will get happiness. If you hurt anybody, give unhappiness to anybody, you will get unhappiness. So decide, I don't want to give any unhappiness to anybody. I want to always give to happiness to everybody. Then definitely you will get happiness, because every living creature or every living person, every living being wants happiness in their life. So if you give happiness, then definitely you will get happiness. Something happen. Suppose you get happiness, but you like happiness temporary or permanent?
I think happiness is always temporary.
Happiness is always temporary. Then it is not called happiness. Because happiness gets finished, then we are unhappy again. So we have to search for new happiness again. The happiness in what you are, because you are saying happiness is always temporary, because you have experienced in this world happiness is temporary. Because whatever happiness you are getting from worldly things are temporary. That's why you get happiness temporary. Money is temporary, you will get happiness from money is temporary. House is temporary, happiness from house is temporary. Food is temporary, happiness from food is temporary. Job is temporary, business or money temporary, everything is, worldly things are temporary. That's why we are getting temporary happiness from worldly thing. Is there anything is permanent in this world? Yes?
In this world, no.
No. How can you say?
In this world, everything is temporary.
Everything is temporary, but who says this is temporary? Suppose if you see that this is a place, there is nothing built up, this is a plain area, plateau, then somebody has built this big house, then in earthquake the house is broken, everything is vanished away. So before house you were there, after house you were there. So you must say this is temporary, because before and after you were there. No? The body is temporary or permanent? Our body?
Temporary.
Temporary. How can you say this body is temporary? You must be permanent. Then only you can say this shirt is temporary or permanent. Because you know it is just cloth, then I have stitched this and so, then I was wearing this cloth and then I throw away. So it is temporary. So you are, with respect to cloth, you are permanent. So with respect to body, you must be permanent. And once you realize who am I, then only you will get permanent happiness. Because you are pure soul and soul is permanent and full of bliss, full of happiness. So once you realize, who am I am permanent, all these relative things are temporary, and I am real is permanent. Once you realize, who am I, then your permanent happiness will start. It will never end. Understood?
Thank you.
Jai Satchidananda.
What happens when we detach, we are unattached?
If we are unattached with everybody, then there will not be any expectations, no hatred, no attachment, then we have love with everybody, pure love. So, no detachment, no attachment is called absolute state. And with full of bliss, full of love, everybody, presence of that person is also helpful for everybody. Everybody will feel love from that person. So it is goal of our human life. Because due to ignorance we have attachment, and when we have attachment with somebody, then we have expectations on that person. And when expectation doesn't fulfill, reaction will come. Hatred will be there, abhorrence will be there. So attachment and hatred is a reactionary. So when we come out from attachment and hatred and everything, so we have so nobody will hurt from us and everybody will feel happiness and love. So, due to ignorance, this all attachment and hatred is there. And when we get self-realization, then automatically all attachment will dissolve and love will be there, pure love. In pure love, there is no expectations, never seeing fault of each other, no condition, no blaming on each other, just love, pure love. Understood?
He understood.
Okay.
She would like to know how she can not overthink and also to suffer too much with the problems of the people, that sometimes people that she doesn't even know, or people that she loves too. And she also added that sometimes when she's passing next to a hospital and she gets very sad about what she can do about to help those people there. And she cries a lot because of that.
If you cry, then what will helpful to them? They are having problem, so you have not solved their problem, and still you are crying, so you are not again supporting them. So best way, don't cry. First, second thing, just pray inner pure soul of that person. He should get strength. He should come out from all these difficulties. Please give him strength. Inner pure soul, we can pray.
She would like to know, that's what she does, she prays, but she suffers a lot.
No, if you are in suffering, that suffering person cannot help others. No, in flight they say, first help yourself, then help others. If you are sinking, then what you will help others? How can you give help to others? So first thing, so we will pray that person, inner pure soul. This pure soul has infinite energy, infinite bliss, infinite happiness. So we'll pray inner pure soul, please give him strength to come out all these problems and difficulties. And one more thing, if possible, give some understanding, if possible, give some Dada Bhagwan's book, or bring him in Satsang. So when he get right understanding, without changing situations, without changing person, himself can remain happy all the time by right understanding. In this world, any problem arise, person or any situation never gives unhappiness to person. But due to our wrong understanding, we are discomfort with situation and with people. So by changing our understanding, without changing situation or any person, we can remain in happiness. So that is ultimate solution. Give right understanding, right knowledge to person. But if we cannot give that, then bring him here. Just like a sick person, we cannot give any medicine. We will bring that person to doctor. So he will treat that person. He will give such medicine so he can become cure. So you can bring here. This is here also. This is not physical medicine. But if we change wrong understanding, that person will be happy.
Thank you.